Adobe apps are officially updated for 2023, so let's check out two of my favorite new features. So the main thing that they've said to have updated is the object selection tool. You guys might remember this from before. This is where you just hover over an object and it uses AI to make a selection. It usually takes a little while. I've selected this one already, so we skipped over the loading stage, but with one click, you can see that it adds a selection around her. I'm going to go ahead and press Command J to create a new layer with her and see how this background looks behind her. So you can see there's still some flaws, like a little bit of white space, but you can really see the improvement with how it selects the hair. Now, obviously you really want to go in and refine this, and probably rather than creating a new layer from her, you want to create a mask so that way you can go in with a fine brush and select your details. But here's another great way to use the object selection tool. So you guys might remember this photo that I used in a previous video to take all these people out of the background. Now, the way I did it before was simply with the selection tool and the content aware option and deleting these people out. But you can see it still leaves kind of a ring around where I made my selection. So now they have a new, better option called delete and fill selection. So if you grab it with the lasso tool and right click, you can see the option come up right here, delete and fill selection, but it works pretty similarly to the content aware. You can still see that little halo around my selection. If you actually just use the object selection tool, select your subject that way and press Shift Delete, it will automatically do the delete and fill selection. And if you pay attention, you can see that it's actually way cleaner and way better with way less of a halo around your selection. So this guy right here is pretty isolated, so we'll use him as an example. Just a quick selection like that. Shift delete, and he's gone. No halo effect, and there's very little evidence that he was ever there to begin with. Okay, let's jump over to Illustrator. Have you ever wanted to make something like the Olympics logo? It has those famous intertwined rings, and each ring kind of overlaps in a unique way. Well, we've got a brand new tool, and all you have to do is select all of your objects, go to the Object menu, Intertwine, and Make. Now, all you have to do is draw over the segment where you want to change how these two objects intersect. And just like that, I've made these perfectly intertwined rings. I think this function is going to be super helpful for logo designers and people who make things like monograms, because now you can create these overlapping characters and use this new tool to make some really interesting intersecting points. I think it's really awesome that it also works with strokes. So you can take two objects like this that are just lines and draw around these two intersecting parts to make these really awesome overlapping shapes. They've also updated the functionality of the 3D tools in Illustrator, so let me know if you want me to make a video about the changes they've made there. All right, that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for checking out my videos, and like always, we'll catch you on the next one.